Tokyo. Here. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Tokyo, here. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Free. I know, huh? You're a good girl? Good girl? I'll see if she takes some food. I doubt it, but we'll offer. Tokyo. Sit. Good girl. This dog is part husky for sure. Look at that tail. That's not a German Shepherd tail right there. That's a husky tail. Also his like not giving too much of a shit about people.
Yeah, husky trait.
Husky. I almost want to do a DNA test on him. Guess the breed.
When does he go home?
So we have him scheduled for the 14th. So the 14th, I'm also going to be heading up to NorCal to drop him off for a shipment to get sent to the East Coast. And I'm also picking up a dog while I'm up there. So we're kind of trading.
What dog?
There's a dog that Ridgeside NorCal has right now that they've been kind of having on deck for service dog training. So,
exciting.
yeah, so that dog's already been kind of validated, health checked, and temperament tested, and
Good.
service dog tested, so he's like pretty good to go. Where Lux, we knew when I picked him up that if he was a good dog, we already had an adopter for him.
Yep.
So I was just kind of doing it as a, get him out of that shelter, because he was actually red listed when we got him.
Yeah.
So he literally had only days. And not that like I have the ability to save every freaking dog in every shelter in LA, but when I already had someone that knew what they were doing, telling me that he was a pretty good dog, as long as you don't pee on that, you're a good dog. But if you pee on that, you're a bad dog. Oh, is he gonna poop though? Let's go, bud. Let's take you for a poop. I think he's gonna poop.
I feel like, what's your all-time favorite dog breed?
All-time favorite dog breed? It'd have to be the Malinois, followed by the Golden Retriever.
That's actually a really big difference.
Well, yeah, because like everything in life is the right tool for the right job.
True.
And I feel like if I could only, not that I want to get rid of any breeds, but if I could only have 2 breeds for the rest of my life, I would have Golden Retrievers and I'd have Malinois. And I feel like with that, I'd be able to cover down on the largest amount of spectrum. Like I could train a Golden Retriever to be a duck hunting dog. I could train a Golden Retriever to be a therapy dog. I could train a Golden Retriever to go into schools and search for drugs. It could also be a dog that could meet the kids. The Malinois, well, we kind of know what they can do.
Yeah, he had to poop.
He did have to poop, yep.
Okay.
I have very good poop dar. But you can kind of see like why when I evaluated him like the very first day, I was like, good dog, not good service dog.
Yeah.
Mace, here. Sit. Good boy. Hey, Scratchy. Hey. Hey, Scratchy head.
Hurry up.
Hey, goldfish brain. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna let him run around, be an idiot for a little bit. So he's kind of progressed to like, I just let him drag it around. So I'm gonna fix that a little bit. Mace, here. Good boy. So how we do that? We don't let him leave.
Yeah.
Yes. Good boy. Okay. Go free. Go free.
He's so funny.
Don't tie yourself up there, bud. And that's the first thing you're gonna do is tie yourself up, huh?
Oh, no, it's when I'm done.
Mace, here. Good boy. Sit. Yes. So there's a lot of different ways I can clean that up. One, I'm just snatching the leash up so he can't leave. Sit. Good. Yes. And so I'm gonna vary up my reward between rewarding the moment his butt sits to having him focus for a little bit. Yes. each reward working two different things. One, I'm trying to work on him getting his butt down as quick as possible, and then, hey, maintaining some focus once you actually get here. So him, the good thing is he at least has food drive. Mace,
Oh, yeah,
here.
He has great food drive.
Good boy. So he's a little bit more distracted, which is to be expected, but he's still coming back to me, so that's good. Let's go. Go take a look at the chicken. Look at the chicken. We picked him as a personal protection dog because he's just so environmentally good, social, and he loves bite work. He loves it. But like right now, the cool thing for you, Asia, is that you get to see the beginning of a personal protection dog.
Yeah.
And like a lot of times, the resounding thing that I get from new people that come in, they're like, I can't picture this dog biting somebody. It's too friendly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what they all think.
No, exactly, and that's good.
Yeah.
Because that's what they need to be.
Yeah.
But once we train them to be civil, which comes much, much later,
Yeah.
then you're like, wow, this dog would bite the shit out of somebody. Honestly, that's one of the biggest mistakes that trainers in the personal protection dog industry are making, is they're just learning from people that are learning from other people that are learning, that are posting stuff on social media.
Yeah.
So of course, me putting him on a bite table, putting him civil, having him biting a hidden sleeve right now would look cool for Instagram, but that's not what builds a good dog.
Yeah.
I think the problem is most of these people have never actually seen really good dogs. So they just seen like mediocre dogs.
Yeah.
And when they call them really good dogs because they're biting a hidden sleeve at 10 months old.
Yeah.
But like, I don't care if he's biting a hidden sleeve at 10 months old. I care if he's the perfect package by the time he's 2 years old.
Right.
Yeah, the problem is a lot of people also don't select the right dogs. And when they don't select the right dogs, they do some crappy training to pull out some of the behaviors.
Right.
Like, you get a dog who doesn't have a super high drive for bite work, but what you do is you put him on a table and put him into defense drive. And then you put him into defense drive because this dog really feels like it's like saving itself, and the only way to save itself is by biting.
Do you think personal protection dogs should work on defense or no?
No,
Okay.
never in the beginning foundation,
Okay.
ever. It's something that sometimes, if you're selecting a dog for a special program, like I'll say the SEAL team, for instance, because that's what I have experience with. I would understand why a trainer would do a stakeout test with the dog. They basically stake the dog out in a field all alone, and they approach the dog with a hidden sleeve, and they just want to see if they can get the dog to engage them. And I understand why they're doing that, because they're not training the dog, they're testing the dog.
Yeah.
They're testing the dog to see if this dog is going to have what it takes to make it through their program.
Yeah.
And I get that. I get that you have to test it because they don't have the luxury of being able to take in 50 dogs and see if they make it through the program. So I totally do get that. If I have a young dog, like, I don't need to test that young dog. I need to train that young dog.
Right.
So that's the difference. He's a young dog and we're training him. My theory is that they see other trainers doing it on social media and they're like, oh, that looks cool. Let me try that. It looks cool. But they're not seeing the dog a year and a half later.
Yeah.
So like all these things that people are doing with puppies and like training their dogs and stuff like that, no one even thinks about what the end result will be in a year and a half.
Right.
They just think, what's the immediate result you get? Does it look cool for Instagram? Absolutely. Let's do it.
Right.
That's the amount of thought that goes into training things. It was like the example I used the other day with you of why I don't teach a dog to shake a paw.
Yes.
Why I don't teach a dog to do a center start
Yes.
right away.
Right away.
Right away. Not saying you can never do it, but it's definitely not the first things I teach my dog. Because it would depend what for. What for? Do you want a detection dog? Do you want an apprehension dog? Do you want a multi-purpose dog? Do you want a pet? Do you want a service dog? You know?
Okay, so let's say if they were doing stuff away from the handler.
Okay, so
Detection.
so you wanted to do like, so let's just say you want to raise a protection dog?
Detection.
A detection dog. You want them using their nose as quickly as possible, and obedience is not very important in the beginning.
So just let them explore.
Yes, let them explore their drives, let them use their nose, do nose drills, nose games, but don't go heavy on obedience. You're gonna have a crazy idiot. You're gonna have a crazy monkey idiot puppy, and you're gonna have to be okay with that.
Okay.
This is if you wanna have like the best detection dog.
Right.
Now, there's plenty of people that train obedience first, and then they do detection later. The problem with that is they're cutting themselves off at the heel
Right.
for how good this dog can develop into.
Okay, because it's like, it's in the dog. You
Yes.
just need to let them explore.
The best detection dogs that I've seen in the world
Yeah.
didn't have very good obedience when they were foundationally trained. That's
Yeah,
that's
because
stuff.
They probably seem outwardly chaotic.
Yes, that's stuff that they trained later.
Okay.
Yep,
Makes sense.
yep, yep.
And would you say like personal protection dogs are reverse? They're obedient
No,
reverse?
absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. So we want them being crazy idiots while they're being raised.
Yeah.
and then adding in fundamental obedience.
Yeah.
And especially when it comes to the bite work, you're keeping it a game. Keeping a game, and then you add rules to the game little by little as the game develops.
Yeah.
The analogy I always use is if you're training a kid to be a UFC fighter, you don't give him all the UFC rules right away.
Yeah.
No, you might sign him up for wrestling.
Yeah.
And then you might sign him up for jiu-jitsu. And then maybe as he gets older, you sign him up for some striking, some Muay Thai or something. But by the time he gets to like his 18, 19, 20-year-old, now he's doing full contact sparring.
Yeah.
And there's more rules to it. But if you gave him all those rules right away, he probably never would have even developed into that.
Yeah.
T-ball is a great example. When you have a kindergartner, what do you teach them? Not MLB baseball rules, T-ball. Because you keep it a game, you keep it fun, you keep them interested in it.
Yeah.
Because that's what gets them to develop into what you want. Not by giving them all the rules right away. Oh, you just, it's all over. I missed it. I missed it. How are you feeling? Good, good. Touch ya.